Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's take a quick look here again at Solana. We're just going to touch on the super important stuff here today, starting with back-end liquidation data and a recent bullish flag type of pattern breakout. Furthermore, too, if you are new to this channel, just ask you quickly, hit the like button, comment below if you get a chance. Let me know what your position is on Solana. I thank you very much for doing that. To those who do that every single video, keep it up. Deeply appreciate you. You mean a lot to me. I thank you. So Solana here. Quickly to note, 165 to 168 is that lower liquidation range. It does seem sensible that we're going to see a candle wick down there just because I'm expecting Bitcoin to continue a little bit lower today. I would be very careful shorting altcoins though, because altcoins are showing significant strength. They do have some gaps, of course, that need to get filled, so that's what we mainly want to touch on here today, so you understand better and worst case scenarios, okay? But the overall sentiment is still very good, very strong for altcoins. Liquidation delta on most altcoins, especially Solana, is very high. It kind of implies that we're in pretty good shape to sustain this price range. Just note, we're getting closer to an overextended state. We maintain this amount of liquidation for too long. We're going to find the price action is going to pull back pretty significant. So my thoughts on a significant correction would be more like the 160 range, nothing too crazy. So just keep that in mind. Either way, liquidation delta is about 105 billion to the upside. So we have 105, it's 5 billion to the upside. We have 5 billion more in liquidation that could occur for longs, essentially, basically implying that the longs are still in play though, right? That shows sustainability. Open interest here too, we look, we zoom out a little bit, we can recognize this is the macro for the last month's worth of trading. 171, 174 are the two heavy concentrations of volume there based on open interest. And then of course we got that resistance at 180. So try not to be a late long at this point, but also if you are in a long position, I kind of feel like you're okay. And if we see here, and I apologize, I misspoke earlier. This is not a bull flag. This is a bullish triangle pattern here that did break out effectively to the upside. So while I didn't take it long there, I know we had some community members that did, so congrats on that. Speaking of congrats, let's quickly touch on this here, folks. Nice XRP long, 40% there from a Saturday trade, as well as SUI. We took 21% there. So even though we have a short position open with the Bitcoin that's currently in profit, we were able to hedge that short with a couple of longs over the weekend. And that's sometimes how you have to play it, because the market's giving us a lot of opportunities to the upside for altcoins, but Bitcoin's kind of plateauing. Now we're starting to see that shift in momentum. We could see altcoins pull back. A little early to tell, but that's kind of where we're at here. We're in this little dynamic shift, if you will. Okay, so taking a quick look here, just give you some perspective on the larger time frames. We are tentatively rejecting out this 200-day SMA at 181. Keep in mind, people talk a lot about SMAs being resistances. They're more like trend lines, okay? So the trend right now is up. We're above the 20 and the 50-day SMA. That's the most important thing. We could still pull back, yes, but we're tentatively staying below that 200-day SMA. Right? So the trend right now over the last 200 days hasn't been broken. That's basically what it's telling us. When we take a look here, we can recognize that most RSIs, everything's in good shape. Okay, so there's nothing super crazy. Some people might be screaming like, "Oh, stochastic swing to the downside on the daily. We're going down." It's a very early indication. I don't really trust the stochastic swings personally. I think they should be used in combination with resistances, which we do have somewhat of a resistance there at the 181 range. Okay, so the truth is we may actually see the price continue lower, and I kind of feel that way just because I feel Bitcoin's going to pull back. But once more, Bitcoin dominance is pulling back pretty significant here too. And this is a firm indication that altcoins are in pretty good shape. So just be very cautious and careful taking shorts on altcoins today. I think you're better off waiting for longs that may or may not even happen or come to pass. Future reference, fair value gap down here between 150 and 160. So there's that. 4-hour time frame also reflects we are still maintaining above all moving averages. So legitimately still in good shape. Okay. Now, do I like taking longs at these levels? Not personally. I'm more of a wait for the pullback that never happens kind of person, and some people don't like that, right? But I'll sit on my hands for a few days, even weeks sometimes, waiting for the right trade. And that's okay. I don't mind the market continuing to run. Some things are obvious when they're trying to run, but right now with Bitcoin kind of pulling back, we're testing our support set. I think it's best to just kind of wait for a direction to be established here. But once more, this is more of a continuation higher type of scenario. This is definitely looking like a good type of bullish pattern here for us. So I am speculating we're going to see further upside from Solana, pending Bitcoin doesn't pull back super hard or too hard here in the near future, right? So for the most part, we're looking pretty good here for a nice little break to the upside. We've retested that quite a few times here, and I think we're due to continue higher. But is it going to be a monumental run towards 300 tomorrow? Probably not. The only coin I'm expecting to continue to run is Dog with Hat. And this is a coin I'm averaging at 50 cents, right around 50 cents on, with a pretty decent bag there. So I did trim a little bit, by the way, at the $1, $1.15 range, just to be on the safe side. But for the most part, at this point, you're better off just kind of, I guess, just being a little patient. I know it's difficult for a lot of people. FOMO is like a very real thing right now. Either way, I'll post a playout chart in our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Hope this was beneficial for you. If it was, like, comment, follow. Join us over on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I forgot to post this here. Let's go ahead and just send that guy. And then, just know this is all available for you here, of course. It's just there for you. All right. Last thing, too, Bitunix, you have 2 days to take advantage of this exclusive offer here. Nice little deposit reward bonus. Really simple and easy money, honestly, folks. Take advantage of that if you are using the exchange already. If not, maybe consider doing so. They're a really good exchange. All right. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Be careful out there. Take care.